Yo, what's up, world? What's going on? People, welcome to a nut. Yo, who got the echo in the background? I hear somebody echo in the background. I hear somebody echo. Yeah, who on the phone? We good? We back. All right, cool. Welcome to another episode of the first ever New Year's episode of Beer with the Boys. I'm your captain speaking. The underboss and the rook is in the house tonight. What's going on, y'all? What's cracking with y'all? What's going? We back in effect.
What it do? What it do? It's glad to be back. I am
What up,
glad to
though?
be back over here, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
A whole lot of
Facts.
stuff to talk about. So,
Lot of
Rook
talk.
said before we start, he wanted to say, he wanted to dedicate this show to our mothers. So go ahead, Rook. Go ahead and do that. I'm gonna let you lead that.
So this episode is for our mothers. We recently lost. I lost my mother. Tony lost his. So this is our first time back in a while. So we just want to dedicate this to them and to anybody who has lost somebody over the years. So we just wanted to do that. Give them the honor. And let's get this show started, man. Let's get it popping. Let's go.
So, first off, man, like we back in effect. We've been off and on with this. So Rook, the one that said that he wanted to bring this back. So we tried to do it a few months ago, and didn't really work out. But now we back in effect. So we're gonna try to keep these out cranked out consistently. We recorded them live today. I'm not gonna do too many live like this. Probably gonna do if we do another live like this. Probably gonna be like before like the Royal Rumble, before big pay per views. Do it before big pay per views. Um, that's what we
This
got. Go ahead.
this the first one of 2025. Of course, we had to be live for this one. We
Yeah,
had to be live for this one.
and so even though what I theme is called Beer at the Boys, so we at the bar now. So all the shenanigans that jump off, somebody got to pay the tab. Somebody, he's already drinking. These niggas already. And he drinking out the bottle. I'm
Out,
drinking H2O.
out the bottle. I don't care.
What's his bottle?
I ain't that bold. I ain't drinking out the bottle.
Dude, he ain't ready for that. He be on the ground if he drink at the bottle. But nah.
That man who got the bottle, he throwing up his level.
Yes, he did.
Crazy.
So, like I said, with that being said, we got the tab. That's the theme of the show. Run up the tab. Somebody got to pay it. And that's what's going down. But yo, first of all, we made a name in our wrestling group with this topic. So I want to go in with this first topic because it's probably going to be the most um, extended topic. What if Test never passed away? Where do you
Hmm.
think his career would have gone if he never died?
So you talking about
Wow.
like after the ECW joint?
I'm talking about from the jump, like from
Oh,
his
straight
career.
from the jump.
If he never died, where would his career would have panned out? How do you think? And then on top of if Triple H never screwed up the storyline with him and Stephanie, like
Okay.
Hmm.
That's what I was trying to go with because if you just say if he didn't die, and that's what I was like after like during the ECW run test. If you're talking about that,
Bryce said somebody got an echo, so
is it
uh
me?
it probably is. Hold on, turn your mic off real quick. Rook, say something.
You.
Okay, it's Cavante then. It's him.
God damn.
Okay, the echo gone now.
Okay,
I go ahead.
so if we go from the beginning and how it was supposed to go, to be honest with you, I think Tess was gonna have Triple H's spot.
Okay, all right.
Would he do as much as Triple H has done? Probably not.
Okay.
But he probably would have been world champion because of
Yeah.
Steph.
Cool. Cause I'm thinking about like where would the power have looked at? Cause we
Because
what if they get extensive? We go to places that like
to be
whew,
honest with you, Tess wasn't a bad wrestler. Actually, he was like one
He
of the
wasn't.
better mid card wrestlers
yep.
back at that time.
Didn't he hold a title though?
He had a couple of titles. He just never held a major the main title.
He was
Yeah.
IC.
In
Uh,
a European, he was hardcore. He was tag champ.
yep.
Hmm.
He had a
And
few
that
good. He had a few good runs. I'm just like Tesla, that guy you thought was gonna hit the mark, hit the big time, but
He
it
could have. He
didn't.
could have.
He
But it was
definitely
too
was
much.
supposed to, man. I was just, he was on route till we all know the Triple H Stephanie situation. Went from there.
It was way too much firepower around that time. So it's like he was hanging with the best of them. So he definitely could have got a heavyweight championship. Now, how long he would have carried it, I honestly don't know. I honestly
Now,
don't know how long he would have carried that. Respect, like simple.
like knowing Test and how good he worked, he would probably hold it for a couple of months, then lost it.
Right.
Now, depending on how good he did during those months, will also determine the fact of if you would got another world title down the line. Because, like you said, like Rick said, it was a lot of firepower during that time. You
Man,
had
you had The Rock, Stone Cold,
Taker,
Undertaker, Kane, Mick Foley, Triple H, Big Show. Who
Kurt,
else? Who? Kurt,
Kurt
yep,
Angle,
yep.
like the major players of the Attitude Era is who Test was up against consistently.
Yes, he was. Yes, he
Yeah,
was. I forgot about that. He was.
yep.
That
I
was.
remember that. That's
Yeah,
when I think we first seen Trish as well.
that was the first time.
TNA was the first time we seen Trish, and not the wrestling company.
Dang, where was I at?
He was
Where was
young.
I
You was just getting here.
at? I
You
was
was
not
just
here
getting here.
then.
But yeah, man, I think Tess would have had a good run. Like I just feel like he would have probably had a good run. I don't know, like Rick said, I don't know how far he would have gone as a competitor, but I feel like if you would have gave him a check, I think he was one of them Vince McMahon projects, that really didn't pan out. And I want to know what happened for him to get like put scale back. But go ahead.
Tess, I honestly feel like Tess in a different company would have really went over and like Tess being in like Tess being in this era of WWE, Tess would have definitely been world champ at least a couple times, at least. But they didn't really use Tess the way the fans thought they was gonna use Tess because Tess was a big dude. He was like 6 something.
He was 7 foot 240, something,
Yeah,
something like that.
that man was
Yeah,
heavyweight champion material. It's Vince at the time was only treating him as a mid carder or a tag partner. He had him in a couple. He wasn't in a faction, but he was definitely in a tag team. So
yeah,
I don't.
I feel like with him, he could have had. I mean, like the sky was pretty much the limit with him. I mean, he was pretty decent on the mic. He was the. I mean, he had the look that Vince McMahon was going for. Like I just feel like he never recovered from that Triple H stuff.
Like that.
And
He
it
was
was
6'6". They built that man at 7 foot.
God
No one said
damn.
7'2". I just said 7 foot. Because him and Taker was the same height.
damn.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Matter of
that's
fact, I
different.
think he may be a little bit taller than Taker. Because technically Taker was like 6'10" and a half,
Yeah,
6'11".
Damn. Cause they always round up the number when these niggas they don't really
Yeah,
get
that's what I'm saying. Like Tez was a big guy. He was agile, and he had one of the most devastating moves
all that
there was.
all that pump
That
hammer
big boot.
slam.
No,
Oh yeah,
that big boot.
that boot was nasty.
That big boot was on par with the clothesline from hell. The moment you get hit with that, you drop it damn near.
Okay, side question: would you rather take a big boot or a clothesline from hell?
I take a big boot.
big boot completely.
I take a big boot.
Full, full force, like off the rope.
Yes, yeah.
I'm taking the big boot. I am not taking the clothesline from JBL. You're not setting me up for.
He's
I'm
really
not
in
setting me
that
up like that,
clothesline.
man.
He's coming full force, palm.
And like,
Straight.
here's the thing:
No, I'm good. I'm cool.
JBL disregarded anything you was thinking of you gonna do.
Facts.
You take a clothesline from JBL. You tell me how you feel afterwards.
All this gonna be gone. Oh,
Yes, and don't make it where it's not Bradshaw, it's JBL. I don't want to take a Bradshaw.
especially after a night of drinking. That dude, like he come off the sauce a little
That's
bit.
the hardcore version that he's gonna sit here and take
Wait,
like.
is this early JBL or prime? You know what? It
That's
don't
what
matter.
I said. I don't want Bradshaw.
Chip up and do what? Die? Hell
Tip up from who? JBL? Okay.
I'm gonna tip
Do
up
if you want
Shawn
to. You
Michaels
catch
as
another one in the
well.
back of the neck. The moment you
Facts.
pop up.
He gonna reverse.
you know, Sarah, that he gonna beat you like they did. What's that? Not Public Enemy. Yeah, your Public
That was
Enemy.
Public Enemy. They beat
Man,
the
he gonna
dog
beat
out of
you.
them. But that was Public Enemy's fault. That was definitely Public Enemy's fault.
But like I say, back to this what if, like, it's I just like thinking about like because this ain't our most like our most famous one because we did more like that was
Now,
crazy.
I know our most famous one is. I know that one.
We gonna bring that one back. We gotta redo that now that we got
We have two of those.
that because now that one that we talk about has more people involved now than it was then. And that wasn't even a group back then. We were just what a group back then?
Wait, I wasn't there.
I,
You what? Because the one Tony talking about is the Bloodline joint. But
oh yeah,
what if the Bloodline would have happened earlier than what it was?
Oh my God, it wouldn't be like this. We gonna talk about that
dude.
another
That's
time.
We
We gonna talk
was
about that another time. It would not be like this. I promise you, it wouldn't.
that's the first one we did, and we were like literally like stuck for like 2 days. Like that was the one like we was like
Because everything we did fell perfectly, and we pretty much predicted the Bloodline now.
It's insane. Yeah,
But
we talking about that like for
that one.
2
Yeah,
days.
Bryce. Yeah, that was the night Bryce kept like. I don't even know how he got on that, but like
I think we was just talking about it because I think that was around the time where I want to say Sami Zayn first got in and was trying to figure out what would happen, and we just kind of reverted back.
Was that the conversation where I got mad and wondered why he was gonna be in the bloodline? Like, what is he gonna do?
Yeah, but then somehow somebody brought up the Kishi and his commentary about the whole thing, and so we kind of went back to like what would have happened if the Bloodline would have started when Kishi and The Rock was there.
Yeah,
and we kind of just went up from there.
yeah, but like I said, just
I wasn't there. He said it was Tony, KZ, Joff, and Mean Street. So I
oh yeah, that was that's right.
Like, Luke has been in the group around this time. He just wasn't in the conversations.
It wasn't in the conversations at all. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to earn his stripes to get in the big boy conversation.
This is why he's the Rook.
Exactly. But like,
I ain't gonna be it much longer. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry.
You still gonna be the Rook. You the last one.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
you the last one.
Yep. But I put like this though. But Bryce, hold that. We gonna talk about that when you the episode you come on here. But like I say this because I'm like looking at Test now, thinking about where the match would have been different. You wouldn't have been no 2-man power trip. Think about it.
Actually, I think that one may still have happened. Because this is why I said event like a couple of months with Test, then it was going to change.
Okay.
That's why I said that, because somewhere down the line, you still got Hill, Stone Cold, Triple H.
God, you had Hill, Stone Cold. Oh my God, I forgot about that. Hey yo, I can't. I cannot, yo.
I'm gonna leave this one alone. That's his fiance, y'all.
Leave it alone.
That's Lady Rook.
That's Lady Rook. That's Mrs. Rook.
That's Mrs. Rook.
Mrs. Rook is wild. Go on with the conversation.
But yeah, like, cause if we're going into, cause 2-man power trip was what, early 2000, late 2000 ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
That
right,
was an
like right
early.
before the invasion
That,
type thing
that was
happened.
early 2000.
Yeah, right before, right? Yeah,
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 So it
yeah.
was like late 2000, maybe early 2001.
yeah.
Yep.
By this time, Test would
Oh
not have
my
been a champion
God! Did
because
you have?
you got to think about Test. The Test and Stephanie thing happened mid late 90s.
But Tess was really made out to be heavyweight material, like
I mean, you
heavyweight
have no
champion
choice of making him a heavyweight,
material.
You
but
have
But
to.
who messed that up for him? Was it really? Was it the storylines he was in? Was it the writers? Because I feel
no.
like Tess
What
had a.
what what messed it up for him? And this is just me. Is when Triple H started dating Stephanie. That's what messed it up for him. Because
That is true because
I
Triple
honestly
H.
thought that was storyline.
no, that was real life stuff. Because at the time when it was going on, Stephanie and Tess were dating. Triple H and China was dating. Triple H started cheating on China with Stephanie. And then that's kind of why China got booted out the company.
Yep.
And then that's why Tess kind of went down after that. Because he was in the corporation. Then after the corporation, he was in the little job squad joint for like a brief second. Then he started doing like all mid card stuff after that.
I got another what if, but
So
we'll save that for another time.
You throw that in the chat, throw it in the chat. But like I say with Test, I feel like if he would have got a chance,
we didn't gang. Hold on. We
no,
didn't
we
gang
ain't
up on him.
gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do
We didn't gang up on him.
it. I just feel like with Test, I just feel
Come
like the
on,
landscape.
Tania.
I just
They
feel like
not ganging up on me. I cannot.
I just feel like the landscape of Test, the match that we could have got out of him with these Test versus the Undertaker, Test versus Kane, Test versus The Rock, main
But
event matches,
I don't think. But
Test versus Angle.
But what's the thing? What's crazy is we still got those matches. It just wasn't grander scale. Think
he
about it.
was
We
really
had Tess and
running.
Taker.
Yeah.
We had Kane and Tess. We had Rock and Tess. We had those matches. It
But
was
those are
just,
main event, prime time match. I want to see what he looked like under the big lights.
and that's kind of what it kind of took away from him because he never really got the chance of being under those lights and under that pressure to see if he could execute that way.
What you talking about, Bryce? What you talking about?
No, he just said no.
I could not, man.
Cause I'm looking at it like, yo, prime matches, like them prime.
You had Tess versus. Oh. Okay.
Shut up.
You know
Shut
what?
up.
This
Yeah,
man
Tess is Mark
said,
Calloway. That's right.
God
That's crazy.
damn,
But
not me, Mark Calloway.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you.
We never had those. The matches didn't have a lot on the line. It wasn't really. What's the word I'm looking for?
Main event
Well,
worthy.
huh?
Main event worthy.
Yeah, like it was just like, all right, y'all in separate groups and y'all beefing. Boom, that's it. Like,
Okay.
because in the corporation, Chess was like the bodyguard or the hitman with Big Boss Man. That
But
was it. And this
they.
is what's
To
up? What?
piggyback off what you saying, Tess, he looked like a champion. Like he to me, as a kid growing up, like he looked like he could have been somebody, been something. He
Yeah,
looked like he could have been a champ, but like he never got to that. Once Triple H stepped in, it was like, you're done.
like we don't need two
So
big blind motherfuckers no more.
so if he wouldn't have passed away, right?
You know
Where
what?
do you?
I'm sick of this man. I'm sick of this dude, bro.
You've done it now.
I cannot. Um, where do you think he would have went if he never passed away?
He probably would have. He. I'll go first. I think he probably would have left WWE and went to like he would have went to TNA because at the time everybody was leaving.
He been in TNA though. He went to TNA and came back.
No, I mean I'm talking about that first run. I'm talking about it's like when it was like TNA, like when it was at its highest.
ECW.
He was
No,
in ECW.
he talking about you talking which ECW you talking about? WWE. I'm talking about by the time Are you because ECW? Nah,
Because
not that
ECW was
ECW.
long gone around that time
Yeah, like he was in the toilet water ECW.
yeah, he passed away when he was in ECW.
because he was feuding with Bobby. Wow, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he was in the ECW with Bobby Lashley. You know, he
Yep.
died. That's when he passed away.
See, the crazy thing is, I know they're gonna crucify me, but I wasn't really a big Test fan, and it was like because I know he had a tag team with Christian for a little bit.
The
Him and
Un-Americans.
yeah, him and Christian was doing stuff, and they was on their run, but then after that, I kind of like he really was kind of like an up and down person to me.
But that's why like after like the '90s and after that whole Triple H debacle, that's when things start going downhill for him for real, for real. That's why he went to TNA the first time because he went as Andrew Martin. He cut his hair, all that.
Okay,
He
so
came
another.
back, and when he came back, he was with Stacy Keibler.
Yeah.
Hmm,
That's
so
when they
I
that's
started.
not
because like I said, that Triple H, he never recovered. Like he it's like he never recovered from that. Like it's like damn, like he hit the brick wall. What do you say?
He said the only good thing about the Un-Americans was Kane giving them red, white, and blue assholes.
Gosh.
Because they won the tag titles, but then they end up losing them to Hurricane and Kane.
which is
I want
insane.
I
That's a
want to say it was
crazy
Hurricane and
tag
Kane.
team.
They lost the titles too.
Hurricane and Kane is nuts.
All right. So to keep up with time, on the boss. I'm gonna let you close us out with this what if topic. We then before we move on to the next topic, number 3 on the list. How you want to close this out with Test, man? Send us give us some wisdom, give us something on that.
So ultimately, if Tess would never passed away, I probably could see Tess either like now times, either TNA, AEW, or just roaming the Indies.
Okay. All right.
Because if he was to go back to WWE as it is now, there would be no it would be nothing for him.
Touche.
That's
Touche.
just me. That's me thinking. And looking at the
That's what's up
landscape of
there.
what's going on, there would be no room for Test in today's
That's what's up.
WWE. Unfortunately, because Test was not a bad wrestler. Test was actually
He was
pretty
really good.
good.
Really good, yo.
Like, he was really, really good. And so it's unfortunate that he never got the chance to be the star that people know he could have been,
Correct.
or had the chance of becoming that star he could have been. That he could have had that. He never got that chance for real, for real. And so, unfortunately, with him passing, we will never know.
Right.
We will
So
never know. But Tess was definitely one of those guys. I put him in the same league and same caliber of Adilo Brown. He helped carry the Attitude Era. He did it really like he made the most of every opportunity he had.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
He
a true
made the most
statement.
of every opportunity he had. He did what he was supposed to do in those situations. And there you go.
All right.
Gonna be good.
So so the topic I want to talk about tonight,
Thank you. I knew it was Kane to somebody.
and here's the topic I want to talk about. What do we want to see as a whole in wrestling in 2025? Not just WWE, not WWE. I'm talking about across the board. What do we want to see more of? And let's just start from the top, WWE, and just work our way through every promotion. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Um,
WWE.
I
you gonna
boss.
start off underboss?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Things I want to see is more like I want. This is just me. I'm kind of an old school guy. I would like to see more of like violent, like blood type stuff. That's just me. Because it's no point to me. It's just me. It's no point of having a, a I would say a finale match. You would say of a rivalry, and
Right.
they supposed to hate
Mm-hmm.
each other. You put these people in like Hell in a Cell, steel cage matches, no DQ match, all this stuff. but nobody bleeds.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Because people get smacked with chairs, ladders, steps, shillelaghs, chains, all this other stuff. Not an ounce of blood come out. I would like to see that more, but also I would. This is me just personally being a fan of the person. I want to see Jey Uso win the main title. Just one.
Yes.
Just one time. Just one time.
Yes.
Because they built this man up to the point where he's at the highest popularity. Yes, he won the Intercontinental Championship. Cool. He showed he can work with that. Don't make him another test and not give him that opportunity. And let him carry that for real, for real. Like, let him really, like, win it and carry it so he can see what he can actually do.
Yeah.
So, there's that with the WWE. Also, shine more light on, like, tag team wrestling. And don't give him those bull, like, oh, yeah, we're going to give you, like, 5 minutes, do something. No, like, actually, like, show them, like, what tag wrestling is for real, for real.
I'm gonna piggyback on that. I'm gonna need these young bucks because we them old niggas now. We them old niggas now. Like we them old guys. Like bro, back in my day, ass dudes. I'm gonna need. There's a beautiful tool that I think we all are aware of. We got these things called phones. With these phones, there's something called the internet. With the internet,
accessible to everything.
Everybody. So there's this thing called Google. There's this thing called YouTube. If you don't know who a certain wrestler is or group is, go on YouTube and research it. Research these people. Oh, who these Motor City Machine Gun guys? We've been knowing about the Motor City Machine.
Yeah, like
that's like
fact, I want the IWC.
Wait.
You got me going on a tangent now.
Hold on.
You better get me on the rant.
Let me get this one. I remember when I first found out about Jacob Fatu. It's like me and Cavante, he's from Mississippi. I got family from Mississippi. But when I hear anybody or see anybody from Mississippi, from either Jackson, Yazoo, Cleveland, and they have my last name, I'm like, who your people? Maybe we can be related. So when I saw Fatu, I'm like, that's not a name you hear. You don't hear that every day. So I'm like, is he related to Rikishi and them? You know, like, then I put to it, yeah, cool. So these people, y'all don't research. Do y'all think these people are rookie? Y'all ain't been in the trenches like we have. Y'all don't remember the old school always days. You don't remember the Briscoes. You don't remember the Adam Coles and the original Kingdom, the original, all these people that are in WWE big stars now. You know, y'all remember Motor City Machine Gun was killing it in Ultimate X back in TNA.
There wasn't even a tag team then.
They don't know these things, bro.
I'll meet you with this. Alex Shelley used to walk around to help out Kevin Nash in TNA.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's insane. Well,
Chris Sabin was killing it in the early X Division days. He was one of the goats of the X Division in TNA. Matter of fact, I'm surprised they don't let him use the Cradle Shock.
You know what? I can't. I'm gonna let y'all finish before I get my WWE.
My thing is, and like I said, I just want people to do their research. That's all I can ask. Do your research in 2025. Please do yourself a service and do your damn research because it's not that hard. Y'all look up everything else, but you will not look up who these wrestlers are. Y'all think everybody's a rookie. People don't even know who Pentagon Jr. is. I feel like there's just some people you gotta know who they are.
Also, one thing that this is all wrestling has to do. If y'all want things to get back to that believability state and everything like that, stop putting so much stuff on the internet.
Yes.
Stop getting
Oh
things
my
leaked out.
God.
This is personally a thing for Joff. Shout out to Joff, the enforcer. Shout out to him because that's one thing he always said. Stop putting things or letting things get leaked out because
Yeah,
it ruins the surprise element.
the fun. Yeah,
Like think about a lot of moments we had in wrestling history that were just shocking and surprise moments, like people returning, people debuting, people just doing things. Right
yeah,
Yep.
nowadays, we don't. Most people don't get that shock factor like that for real because they know beforehand.
Yep.
yeah,
Like we know that Penta got signed. We shouldn't have known that because that's more of a business deal.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
And to piggyback off what you're saying is it goes back to the internet. Everybody like everything gets leaked. Everything. Nothing's a secret anymore in wrestling. It's like soon as somebody leaves a company, everybody's gonna know. Oh, they coming to WWE. They going here. They going there. Everybody already know. Like it's very rare that we have somebody come into WWE that nobody expects. It's like okay, I. It's like it's no surprise. But I remember the last real surprise we had, I can say for myself, was when Adam Cole came to NXT and him when it was Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly surrounding the ring and takeover. And they was on the apron. And Cole came in through the side, the back of the arena blew up. People don't know what the hell going on. And you like,
Yeah,
everybody went stupid. And that
yeah.
was crazy.
I
And
just want to say, I think the last surprise that I was like, oh snap on that didn't get leaked. I want to say, no, I didn't see that it was leaked at least. I would say it was like Samoa Joe and all of them coming to TNA, like I mean coming to WWE, like those type of guys, like Joe, Keith Lee, like people like that who've been on the indies for so long and people know who they are,
yeah.
and they
You
just
about
show
to
up and niggas like,
you about
oh
to go
wait a
right
minute,
into what I'm about to say.
like wait a minute.
I what you gotta say?
So
All right. What I want from WWE is, and this is just me. Now that they're about to go to Netflix on the 6th, I need them to start pulling the trigger on indie wrestlers and on like I don't I don't like the wait time sometimes. Like you doing all these promos and stuff, I get it, but pull the trigger already. You know, like we was trying to get Penta and like we were trying to get Pentagon Jr. for a minute, you know, and it's like, but it's not just Penta, you know, it's like you got Ray Felix, you have a couple wrestlers that's about to go, you know, be out of contract soon, and you're like y'all not pulling the trigger, but then y'all seen them go to other companies, and then now it's this bidding war. You know what I'm saying? Like, start pulling the trigger on certain things. You know, start like really grabbing people because these are dream matches that we're looking for. Like, we're not gonna you know how long we've been trying to get like the Usos versus you know God. You know, it's been a crazy minute. You know,
I
so it's
was
just starting to pull the trigger on stuff. You know.
Yeah.
I would say the only like to this is more of a debate thing. I understand what you're saying. This is something somebody may say, but a thing I realized with WWE, they don't sign people till they have something for them. And that's the thing. I think that's a lot of times why they don't pull triggers on things because they don't want to sign somebody and then they don't do nothing. Because if you pay attention that everybody who got signed did something at first, and then if they
Hmm.
did like wasn't like they was subpar or just they don't have nothing for them or they don't fit in nowhere, they let them sit back then.
Yeah. I
So
want. I also want WWE to listen to the fans more.
oh they
Like
been oh whoa, they do that now.
now, but
Now
it's like like this storyline between like Liv and You know what? I also want WWE to let some factions go. Like some factions have to disband because like you shoving Judgment Day down our throats is kind of like, all right, we get it.
Bro,
Like
look here. We ain't
we
even
understand.
dog. I done about had it with Judgment Day and the Bloodline. I'm like, bro, this
At
is
least
like,
with the bloodline, they entertaining us.
It's entertaining. The Judgment Day is not doing anything to
Think,
me that's
matter of fact, think
entertaining
about this.
besides fighting Rhea and Damien.
Think about each iteration of Judgment Day. Look who they had. Now look at this current one. You have JD Madonna, Carlito, who shouldn't be there, in my opinion.
it just
He
that don't
he's
even
just
make
there.
sense.
He's just there. You got Finn, who's not being anything, and
You
his
know they
talent,
calling him Penn Balor now, bro.
huh?
They call him
That's
Penn
crazy.
Balor. Drew called me yesterday. They call him Penn Balor. Like, bro,
Bro, when the last time he won a match?
For real.
Matter of fact, let me rephrase that.
Seriously.
When was the last time he won a match that mattered?
that's what we doing,
Mm-hmm.
bro. That's the life we about.
Yeah. Well,
Think
seriously.
about it. When was the last match he won that mattered? That would have got him somewhere. That would have
That
did something for
really
him.
mattered.
Not these matches where like you go out there beat dude up and win. Cool. We know we know you gonna beat people like Hector Garza. Hector Garza. Why the hell that name pop up in my head?
Damn.
But you can beat people like Los Lotharios. You can beat them. We know that. It's believable, yes. But what is that getting you?
But see, you know what happened with Finn Balor? He ain't been the same since Vince buried him 30 feet deep. Like he ain't been the same. Like nobody really takes Finn serious no more. It's like it's kind of like it's kind of like RP. God bless the dead Bray Wyatt. Like he was in the gutter. Like he was like he couldn't get a win to save his life. It was just like
You said
it was
who?
Bray Wyatt. Like he was like Vince buried him to the point where like he had to keep reinventing himself,
But
and he kept working, and it, like you couldn't
at
ignore him.
least at least he took what he had and did something with it just to go over it. Because be honest with you, nobody cares about the Husky Harris era. We do not
Yeah.
care
We
about
do
that.
not
We
care
don't
about
even
that at
remember.
all.
People don't even remember them at that era.
Exactly. But we do remember Bray Wyatt. We do
The Fiend,
remember the Fiend. We remember all of that. Everything he has done since those days, we remember all of it. Eater
yep,
of Worlds with Matt Hardy. Like we remember, like even when they give him like the most obscure things to do, he did it. And he
yep,
made it something.
yep. So
Finn hasn't done anything
Yeah.
right,
in recent times besides
They need
screw
to
over
they need
Damian
to put
Priest.
they need to
okay,
put him back as a solo and let him rebuild.
okay. Let's pause that real quick. Let's move from WWE. Let's go to AEW. That's the keep that.
Sale, fucking sale,
Sell it. It's over with. It's over with.
selling a
It's done.
story.
Selling a story? No, I'm talking about sell the company.
To
No,
It's
who,
over
no,
with.
nigga?
It's over with. Come on, man. Come on. Like they're doing the
no,
most right now, bro.
no. See, and that's the thing. Be honest with you, they have good people. They have good talent.
You do?
You have the wrong person in charge.
Y'all doing the absolute most, bro.
Like,
Y'all got hitters on there,
no.
man.
So
Y'all
here's the
not
thing.
sticking. The
Like with
storyline is
AEW,
killing me.
like they appeal to the indie wrestling fans, which is cool, which is good. That's fine. That indie style, cool. But at the end of the day, this is still pro wrestling. I don't want to see a match where I see a dude take,
What up, Bryce?
yo,
Go ahead.
I don't want to see somebody take 3 Canadian destroyers off of things, but then it pop back up like nothing happened just to hit a super kick.
Yeah.
You know what's so bad about it?
If I drop it, first off, you are devaluing a move that was one of a kind. Shout out to Petey Williams for the Canadian destroyers. Shout out to him.
That's
Because think
bad.
about when you watch TNA and Petey Williams hit that Canadian Destroyer. That was it. That was the end of the match.
There was no.
You was not getting nothing from that.
I don't think nobody ever kicked out the Canadian Destroyer.
If they did, they got hit with another one, and then that was it.
Yep.
You don't kick out of 2 or 3 just to get up and super kick a nigga and both of y'all down.
Here's the thing, AEW. Here's the
Like,
thing. You said it
you
best.
have, matter of fact, Tony and Bryce, y'all gonna love this analogy. You know what AEW is?
Oh, I know what you're about to say. Go ahead. I think I know you're going to say.
This is the glorified version of Herb Abrams' Dream. It's a company ran by a fan.
Nigga brought up Uncle Herb. Wow.
This is what that is. Think about it.
Uncle Herb up again.
Think about it. Tony Khan is Herb Abrams without the cocaine.
Wow, that's
damn.
insane. That's wild. I'm gonna get me another drink on that part. I'm gonna just be right back.
But look, see, here's the thing. And Bryce, Bryce, he dying laughing over there now.
You talking about how the Canadians destroy? But it was.
But yo,
but
hold on, wait. I agree. AEW is ran by a fan, and now AEW they're going to smaller arenas now, which is cool. But I feel like you gotta have structure. I feel like if this is and I'll add another shot to that. I feel like AEW is also a glorified version of PWG. It's like a PWG show with more money. Like you get all the super indie stuff, which is fine, but you gotta have good storylines. You need just push Tony Khan out the way. Keep him as far.
Be honest with you, you don't even have to push him out the way. Get somebody back there who will help him and let him understand, like, hey.
They had someone back there. They had a couple people back there. They had Big Show. They had
no. I'm talking about no guys.
That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean at all. Because Big Show end up getting pushed down to like GM roles and stuff. No, I mean like somebody in the business aspect.
Like
okay.
I say,
Tony Khan is what of AEW? What is he?
He like the Vince McMahon pretty much.
Okay. Get somebody who knows the business, who's old school enough, not fully old school, but understands old school and like the art of wrestling. Be honest with you, you know what I would do? Get Christopher Daniels up there. He has worked with those guys and he understands like, all right, this is what people want to see. But in all aspects, you still got to keep the fundamental basis of wrestling alive.
Yeah. I would even go further and say, it's like he talk a lot of smack, but like, I'm like, if you're going to talk smack, at least try to help somebody. Eric Bischoff, even though he had...
Eric Bischoff would be nuts. Like, you know how...
The only thing with him, do not give him creative control.
Please don't.
Give him he's the liaison, I will call him.
Give him a role and let him stick to it.
No, don't even have him out on the screen. Keep him in the back with Tony. The moment Tony Khan starts acting like as the fan and be like, oh, this would look good, Egg be like, hold on. Let's try this. Because if with AEW, they don't build up a lot of things. Unless you're one of the bigger names, they don't build nothing up for you.
Right.
Because think about how many times we've seen people go out there, beef with a dude, and then it just drops.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, you just beefing like hold on, Hobbs, you was just beefing with Ricky Stark yesterday.
Yep.
And now you're in a whole different other thing. They don't keep a storyline going.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing with AEW where they mess up at.
I felt like they stopped keeping a storyline going ever since Cody left.
No, they stopped doing. They never kept a storyline going. Unless you was one of the bigger name people, they don't keep storylines going. Like if it was a Kenny Omega, Jericho, MJF, Darby Allin, Young Bucks,
Talk to him.
I'm missing a person. I am definitely missing a person.
You said Darby, right?
Yeah, I said Darby.
MJF?
I said MJF. If you're not one,
Swerve.
if you're not one of the four pillars of AEW, if you're not Omega,
Yo, let's
Young
just bring
Bucks.
up. Can I give Swerve his props just one time? Swerve is on a big big run right now, and I feel like AEW allows Swerve to be Swerve. Like let him be him. When he was with AEW, when he was with WWE, it wasn't like that. You had singles run Swerve, then you had hit row, and he had a little bit of Swerve, but this
So
right here is a different
Swerve
person
and
now.
Hit. So what AEW, like what Swerve is now, he was that with Hit Row, but he had the wrong people behind him. He couldn't help them.
Yeah,
Like,
Right?
what the hell is Asante Adonis doing?
yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
Jungle Boy. Yeah, that's right. Sammy Guevara. Yep.
and all of them had storylines for a little bit at least.
Yep.
sorry, not Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. Sorry.
Jungle Boy. His people know him as Jungle Boy. We can call him Jungle Boy.
Yep. But yo, we running the tab up, man. So who paying it tonight? Who paying the tab? Now we have 15. We have 150 right now. We have like 150 right now. Who paying the tab tonight? Were you
I,
covering?
I guess I
Uh,
do.
All right, cool.
yeah, because you just took a mass sip on this, you might as well cover it.
Shut up.
So, in closing, this has been the first episode of Beer with the Boys. Like I say, this video is up live. So next week's video is gonna go up on Friday. We're gonna record it we're gonna record it on a Wednesday. It's gonna be on Friday. In the comments, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share this video with everybody. Next week topic, we're gonna have the Butch on here, and it's gonna be a super. We're gonna be ranking tag teams of this generation.
Can I
God,
join this one?
I wish I was on the
You
episode,
can be on
man.
it.
God dang, bro, Jesus. But it's cool. I'm gonna let y'all
You want to
have
get
Look,
it?
that one.
All right, all right.
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be Butch Enforcer, right?
Yeah.
If one of them can't make it, I would definitely join in.
All right, cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Now, would I have a bottle with me? Who knows?
He might.
I might.
It's like
That
that's
is a
gonna get
yes.
good.
Whoa.
But
Dang, Bryce. That man said no.
that dude, look, this, but after that, we're gonna do the what if we was talking about on here on the third episode.
Facts.
That's gonna be the whole episode right there. That's gonna be we going in with that one. But like always, thank you for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm your captain, the underboss, and the rook. We are out of here. Peace.